Alright, okay, so we're going to proceed, okay, on the project scheduling topic. So this is the past sem question. You can refer to the past sem question on December 2019. Okay, so question 4, as you can see here, the following is the work breakdown structure, WBS given for the project. Okay, so there are a list of activities started from A until G, and this is the immediate predecessor given, and the normal time needed, okay, in a week value. These are the costs for the normal activities and the crash time given together with the crash cost. Okay, so equation, the first one, you need to draw the AON. So AON refer to the activity on node, and usually for the CPM schedule. Okay, and then you need to construct the earliest start, earliest finish, earliest latest start and latest finish together with the slack time for each activities. And then definitely from the drawing, from the diagram, you need to identify the critical activities and the critical part. And also the next thing is you need to calculate the cost of the project when the completion time need to reduce by 3 weeks. Okay, and then you need to describe the 3 reasons to do the project crashing. So why we need to do the project crashing? Okay, so this one you may refer to the slide. Okay, why we need to do, why the advantages, the benefit of doing crashing project. Okay, let's start. Okay, so I've been transferred the table into this one. Okay, so this is the activity A until G, and the immediate predecessor, the normal time, the normal cost, the crash time the crash time needed, and the crash time allowable, and the crash cost. Okay, so you need to calculate crash cost per time. Okay, and the earliest start, latest start, earliest finish, and latest start together with the slack. So the formula for the slack, I put here the latest finish minus with the latest start. Okay, so first thing first, you need to draw the diagram. Okay, so this is the diagram. Start with A. Before activity A, we have no predecessor. Okay, so directly start with A. Okay, and then followed by B. So B, the predecessor is A. Okay, so we need to draw the arrow to the new node of activity, and I put it the time here. Okay, so for A, the time needed is 5 weeks, and for B, the time needed is 10 weeks. Okay, and then after B, we followed by C. So C, same goes to B. The immediate predecessor is A. So I put it here, the new arrow from A together with the time needed is 8. Okay, and then followed by D. D, the immediate predecessor before is B. So the node here came from B. Okay, so I draw the arrow from B to D, and I put it the time needed, which is 6 weeks. And then after D is E. So the E, the immediate predecessor, activity before is C. So I draw the arrow from C to E. Okay, and then the time needed is 7. And then followed by F. Okay, so for F, same goes to E. The activity before is C. So I draw the arrow from C to F, the new node, and the activity is 4. Okay, here. And then the last one, okay, activity G. So activity G is came from D, E, F. Okay, so the arrow must have 3 arrows from activity D, E, and F. Okay, so it's moving toward the new activity for G, and the time needed is 4 weeks. Okay, and the last one, finish. Okay, so you just draw the last note here, which is finish. Okay, so now you need to calculate the completion time. So now you need to calculate the completion time by calculating forward. So this is the forward and this is the backward. Okay, for A, okay, we start with 0, the earliest start, and then you need to plus with the time needed here. The time needed, the time given for A is 5. So 0 plus 5 equal to 5. Okay, so that's for forward, for activity A. Now for activity B, you need to get the latest start from previous activity, which is A. So just transfer into earliest start on the next activity. So latest start on activity A, you bring to the earliest start on the next activity, which is B. So 5 plus with time needed for activity B, which is 10. So 5 plus 10 equal to 15. Okay. Alright, next one for C. C, you need to see the activity before. So for C, the activity before is A. So you need to see the latest start from A, which is 5, and bring to the activity C as earliest start. Okay, so the earliest start for C is 5 plus with the normal time, okay, given, which is 5 plus 8 equal to 13. Okay, so the 13 will be the latest start for C. Okay, next one is D. So D, the immediate predecessor or the activity before is B. So we need to see the latest start for B, which is 15. So 15 will be the earliest start for D. Okay, so you just bring 15 to here, earliest start, and you need to plus with the normal time, which is 6. So 6 plus 15 equal to 21. So 21 will be the latest start for activity D. Okay, next E. So E, the immediate predecessor or the activity before is C. So we need to see the latest start for activity C. So activity C, the latest start is 13. So 13 will be the earliest start for activity E. So just bring here as earliest start and plus with the normal time 7. So 7 plus 13 equal to 20. So 20 will be the latest start for activity E. Alright, next one F. So F, the immediate predecessor is C. So we're going to see the latest start for activity C, which is 13. So 13 will be the earliest start for activity F. So plus with the normal time, 13 plus 4 equal to 17. Okay, and the last one G, the immediate predecessor here, there are 3 activities. So for the rule of thumb for forward, you need to identify which one the longest time. Okay, the longest time between these 3 activities. Okay, from between D, E, and F. So for activity D, the latest start is 21. Activity E, the latest start is 20. And the activity F, the latest start is 17. So between these 3 activities, the longest time goes to activity D. So we will choose activity D, which is 21 weeks, as the earliest start for activity G. Okay, so 21 plus with the time needed, which is 4, equal to 25. Okay, so by right here, we already know the completion time for this project equal to 25 weeks. Okay, so now this is complete for the forward calculation. Now you need to calculate the backward. Okay, so how to calculate the backward? You need to come up with this one first. We're going to start from G to A. Alright, so here the latest finish. Okay, so the latest finish will be 25 weeks, which is the completion time. And then you need to minus with the normal time. So 25 minus 4 equal to 21. Okay, and then for activity F, you can see here, the immediate predecessor for G is F, E, and D. So you need to take 25, okay, the earliest finish for activity G to all these three immediate predecessor, which is the latest finish for activity D, E, and F. So 21 earliest finish will be the latest finish for activity D, E, F. That's why if you can see here, 21 for activity F, latest finish for activity F, latest finish for activity E, and also latest finish for activity D. Okay, and then same goes to previous process. You need to minus with normal activity. So 21 minus with 4, you will get 17. 21 minus with 7, you will get 14, sorry. And then 21 minus with 6, you will get 15. Alright, so here we have completed for activity D, E, F, G. Alright, now we proceed with activity C. So for activity C, as you can see here, the activity after for C is E and F. The rule of thumb for backward is you need to choose the shortest time. Okay, so between E and F, if you compare the earliest finish between E and F, you need to choose the shortest time, which is fall under activity E. Okay, with 14 weeks. So 14 weeks from activity E under earliest finish, you need to bring to the latest finish for the activity C. Okay, and then back to the same process, 14 minus with 8, you will get 6. Okay, and then for A, for activity B, okay, for activity B is directly from D, okay, directly from D. So you just get the earliest finish from activity D to be as a latest finish for activity B. So 15 minus with 10 equal to 5. Okay, and for activity A, there are two activities. So from activity C or B, the rule of thumb, you need to find the shortest earliest finish, whether between 5 or 6. So the shortest one is from activity B. So 5 you will bring here, okay, as a latest finish for A, and then latest finish you need to minus with normal time. 5 minus 0 equal to 0. Okay, so you have completed all the earliest start, latest start, earliest finish, and latest finish. Okay, so for the slack time here, you can have either latest finish minus latest start or earliest finish minus earliest start. Okay, so for this calculation, I choose latest finish minus latest start. So latest finish, okay, 5 minus latest start, 5 equal to 0. Okay, and then latest finish for B minus latest finish, 15 minus 15 equal to 0. Okay, latest finish for activity C, 14 minus 13 equal to 1. For activity D, 21 minus 21 equal to 0. For activity E, 21 minus 20 equal to 1. For activity F, 21 minus 17 equal to 4. And the last one, activity G, 25 minus 25 equal to 0. So you can choose either latest finish minus latest start or earliest finish minus earliest start. Either one. Okay, you can choose. Alright. So now, okay, you have completed question. Okay, question A, B, A and B. Okay, so A, you have draw the AON project network, and then you have construct the table. Okay, table regarding on the earliest start, earliest finish, latest start, latest finish, slack time for each activities. Okay, and now you need to identify the critical activities and critical path. Okay, so now from here, how to identify the critical activity? Whatever activity that have zero slack time or minimum slack time. Okay, so here we have the zero slack time for activity A, B, D, and G. So all this activity A, B, D, and G will be the critical activities. Okay, so this is the critical activities, and the critical part same goes to same goes to the critical activity, just you need to draw the arrow. So this is all the highlighted arrow with the red arrow together with the yellow note is the critical activities and critical parts. Okay, now you need to calculate. Okay, back to the question. Okay, question D, reduce the project completion time by 3 weeks and calculate the new project cost. Meaning to say, if you can see here, the original completion time is 25 weeks. So you need to complete or you need to reduce by 3 weeks. Meaning to say, current completion time is 25 weeks. Okay, as you can see, as we have draw the diagram and we have calculated the completion time is 25 weeks. And the question asks to reduce by 3 weeks. So what are the new completion time? So you just need to minus. So 25 minus 3 equal to 22 weeks. Okay, so the new completion time is 22 weeks. So from here, you need to crash all the costs and you need to ensure the diagram. Once you draw the diagram, you will get 22 weeks.